Welcome back to Robin's Academy. Today we'll be diving into the wonderful world of sunglasses photography. Now, whether you're looking to avoid the glare or use them more in a more creative manner, I'm here to help. Today we'll be exploring the essential tips, the creative ideas, and even some post-project magics. So grab your shades, grab your camera, and let's figure out how to make these sunglasses shine. First up, if you're thinking about those problematic moments where you need to make sure that you can avoid that glare, then I have 3 tips for you. First one being proper positioning. Being able to think about angles and going back to those good old maths days is really, really important because it enables you to circumstance those events. Okay, so if you're outside and you're doing something out and about, the answer is move. Okay, if you've got an annoying glare, just move. Move the subject, move yourself, get that angle right so that you avoid that glare. Next up, obviously, we've got polarizing filters. These are absolutely great at reducing glare, so make sure you've got one in your kit. And if you're working indoors because you're avoiding the heat, that's absolutely fine, because today we're going to be talking about making sure that you use a diffuse lighting. So if you aren't lucky enough to have a rather expensive softbox, then that's okay. You can simply use a shower curtain, a piece of paper, or even white curtains. And yes, there is a reason why they're white in here. And obviously, if you're doing these things indoors, think about that backdrop, think about the surface that you're using on them, and make sure that you're using one that has a slightly more matte feel it, and you'll avoid those glares on your backdrops as well. However, don't be afraid to embrace the reflective nature of sunglasses and using it in a more creative manner, whether you're using the surface shot and being able to mirror those situations, or you're using it to actually reflect what the viewer can't see, adding texture and story to your shot. You can obviously go for something slightly more artistic and abstract, like this. Or you can take it to the next level and do some composites and make sure that you nail that shot in the end. However, I will say there are a couple of things you need to keep an eye at, and we'll be going through those next. For those of you who have no idea where to start, here are 12 ideas to get you going so that you can kind of pick the vibe and the story that you want to tell. Obviously, we've got reflective landscapes. You could add a water drop effect simply by spraying some water on it. Light painting is always a favourite of mine, especially if you want to do something slightly more on the higher dynamic range, or if you're looking to do an urban street shot. Capturing lifestyle shots with obviously a model wearing it can really embrace the nature of the use. And then it's classic of embracing the summer vibes, whether you're looking at a beach shot, a fashion flat lay, or some nighttime glow. Alternatively, you can go for that monochrome minimalism, and there's some really nice ways that you can use, obviously, color theory in that. Or you can just embrace the nature of playing with shadows and adding a little bit of nature. Whatever you want to do, make sure that you embrace this nicely. And if you're still struggling and need some extra tips, make sure you check out the blog post below, because there's a couple of extra tricks in there that you might want to check out. Till next time, happy clicking.